Hello friends, in this video we are going to discuss the additional Tomcat configuration in Spring Boot. So there are so much what I can say. So there are so many properties we can configure, but I have listed some of the important properties here. So we'll go one by one on this on the listed properties, not the all. So the first one is server.port. So this notifies the Spring Boot that the application will run on which port. So means if the default is 8080 port, so which is the Tomcat port. So in by this property we can define the port on which the Tomcat will run. And the next one is server.tomcat.base dir. So this is a folder which is used by Tomcat. So this is the base Tomcat directory. If not specified, it's a temporary directory which will eventually cleaned up after the execution of your after the termination of your uh, application. So the next is server.tomcat.access log enable. So the below four properties, right? So this is related to the access log. So what is the access log? So you if you already using Tomcat, so in the log folder you can find a access log, which will eventually track the service requests coming to the Tomcat, right? But in Spring that is not enabled by default. So if you want, if we want, we can enable by specifying the server.tomcat.application log.enabled equals to true. So if we pass it, then then the Spring Boot will enable the Tomcat access log, and it will write to the specified location. So the next property is the file date format. So the default is .yyy hyphen mmndd. So this is the date format to place in the log file name. And the next is the access log dot proper prefix. So this is the prefix where where the file name log file name will start, and after that it will append the date format and then the suffix. So this is all about this log. So we'll check if those properties is working or not, so by changing our code. So what I did, I have already created a application. So if you see, this is the application employee management system. So going forward, we'll use this project as our tutorial project. So so I have already created it. If you want to create a new application, you can refer the previous videos by which you can create a Spring Boot application. So, and there is a control I have added for the root directory, so which will eventually return the hello Java tech guides string to client. So if we call the root service, then it will only return this text. So let me run. So now we'll check if we have any properties enabled or not. So if you see, these are already added, but it is in commented mode, so there will not be any effect. So it will the Spring will read the what you can use the default values of for those properties, and it will run the application accordingly. So let me run the application first, then I will check. So I'm running the application now. If you see, the application is running on 8080 port. Now let me open the 8080 port. So let me open the browser and hit our service, the root service, right? So look how it's running on 8080 port. So now If you see, this is our text which we have written here, right? We have written here. So we are calling this root service. That's the reason it's giving us the text. Okay. Now I'll change the port by giving the server.port properties. So let me change it. So now the application you can see. So the auto reloading is happened due to the dev tool dev tool dependency added in our form. So the application is auto reloaded. Now you can see it's running an 8081 port. So let me access the 8080 port to confirm whether the application is running or 8080 or 8081 port. So now we see, so the application is not running in 8080 port. Now we'll check if that is running in 8081 port or not. Now if you see, so now it's accessible on 8081 port. So this is the property. So you can, so now we saw that this, by changing this server.port, we can change our port for the Tomcat. Now, so now coming to this property, this is a temporary sub directory, right? Temporary, what I can say, Tomcat directory. So if before passing, I'll show you if we have any Tomcat directory or not. So if we find, if you see there is no Tomcat directory here. Now I'll save these properties. The application will reload because of the dev tool. Now if you see, the Tomcat directory is created after adding that properties, right? Okay. Now coming to this access log enabled. So it was disabled earlier. So there is no logs folder inside the Tomcat, and there is no access log related files here. So if we enable it, now the server is reloaded. If we see, this is the log folder, right? We have talked about. So this is created, and you can see this log file is created for access log. So you can see this is the access log properties. We can see that access log is the prefix, now the date for today's date, and the suffix is there, right? Suffix dot log dot property suffix is there. So so this file is created, but there is no log, right? Because the application is deployed, but we have not accessed any of the URL. So let me reload this application, right? Reload this application. So I have clicked one time. I have reloaded the page one time. So let us check whether the log is entered or not. So if you see, this is the GET service we have called, and this is the URL of that service. So now if I'll try it one more time, let me reload. See, so now this is the second time. Okay, we'll change all other properties related to the access log. So at same time, and we'll check whether it's reflecting or not. Now these are the default values for those properties. Now I will be adding some characters here. So the directory should will change it to logs1, and here we will add hour to the date, and this would be the application access hyphen log dot log one, and this is the log one for the suffix Now if we go to our location, you can see, So this is the log folder, log1 folder, which we defined for that folder. For the log folder is created, and the name of the file um, is different, right? Which is modified according to our latest value. So if I'll hit the service, then you can see. So the entries are. Let me try it once more. The entries are here. So that's all about this video. So this is the related to the Tomcat configuration. So basically, this port server.port is useful most of the times. We are if we have multiple services and we are running uh, service in a system, so we need to change the port because multiple application, right? Spring Boot application cannot be run in single port. So forcibly we have to change the port. So this is most useful for us, and this is the access log. If you want to track the services hit count and all, so there in that case you can enable this access log services, access log enabled option for Tomcat. So that's all about this video. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button so that I can add more videos related to Spring Boot. Thank you.